Welcome back. We're in the tent today with actually what I would call the example of the entrepreneurs we want to help. So Rafah from Aishu in Saudi Arabia is actually here through another program. A friend of mine, Fadi, is running called Black Box. Welcome to the show. I wanted to have you take a minute and tell us kind of your story, how you ended up here, and obviously the company you've built, and tell us a little bit about what it is you've got going on. So welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here actually with you today, guys. Basically, Aishu.com is a platform and an online portal for health and healthy lifestyle. It's about helping the Arabic user who are struggling to lose weight and to maintain a healthy lifestyle. We started our startup a couple of years ago, and we have so many things happening around the last 3 years. Why we are here today, actually, we just need to be exposed to the Silicon Valley environment and how the business is going here, how the VCs, how the companies grow, how they scale their business. And it's always great to be able to communicate with different people from different countries.
Sure. And so that's basically what our show is about. It's about giving a little glimpse of what goes on here and inspiring entrepreneurs in the Middle East with stories and with examples of things that people do. So tell us a little bit, how did you end up here? How did you find out about Black Box, and what was the process?
Well, a friend of mine actually posted a piece of news on Facebook about the program. So I went to the website, I read all the details about the program. I found it is very, very useful and interesting to attend. It's basically around how VCs look for a new opportunity, and is there actually an opportunity for companies coming from Middle East to be financed here in Silicon Valley. And my goal is always to take any chance, always to take any opportunity, regardless what is the outcome. I might not end up with financing from Silicon Valley, but the experience and the knowledge I'm getting from here is really worth the effort, worth the time, and worth definitely the investment.
Very good. So how long have you been here now?
For 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Wow. So that's and so if you want to summarize, like, what have you seen or what have you experienced so far that's maybe change your perspective, or maybe your business a little bit? I know you guys are doing your demo day tomorrow, so tell us what have you already seen and experienced? Basically,
first of all, the way startup doing business here is really very systematic, very scientific. They know from day one what they have to do and what they have to prepare, which is not the case in Middle East, definitely. This is one of the most interesting findings. The other thing, actually, in order to build the next let's say big company, there are several items it has to be available in your startup. So the most interesting part is actually, or the thing that I'm going now to think more focus on it, how to have my product shaped, presented in a way that international VCs see a huge opportunity behind it.
So let's talk about that a little bit. So you've built a community, basically, right? In the traditional way of investors in the Middle East, is it possible for you to raise money in the Middle East? Are there investors who are investing in these types of businesses, or did you find that to be a little bit harder?
Actually, let's just clarify more about the business. It's not only a community; it's a full online portal with a social network elements that help users to communicate with experts and to communicate with each other in order to improve their lifestyle. This is one aspect of the product. The other aspect, we have an iPad magazine. It's specialized for Arabic users, fully digitalized, fully interactive, which is built to be an iPad magazine. We're about to launch our first digital book, which is about healthy pregnancy. We're working in a mobile application. We start producing videos. So it's complete solution or a complete one-stop destination platform for the users, to have the needed knowledge, to have the extended support and team to improve their lifestyle. So are there VCs in the Middle East? Yes, definitely there are a couple of names and a couple of VCs who are investing on the internet companies. But definitely I'm not fully aware about what's exactly their criteria and what they're exactly looking for.
Do you think it's because people in the Middle East, investors, are still kind of with the mentality of, brick and mortar or buildings and, something they can touch and feel, less than, you built a platform with how many users?
Good number.
Good number, okay. A significant number.
A significant number, yeah. We have more than actually, more than 5-6 million user and follower and fans.
Wow.
It's across whole channels, not only in one channel, but in total, it's a significant number. Yeah.
And just really quickly, how did you come up with the idea?
Actually, the idea was just because I was see a huge problem. I touched the problem. I can see how much people are struggling with weight, with losing weight, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, and how much the kids actually are growing in a very bad habits.
Sure.
I only see the kids growing in weight instead of growing in height. So
Yeah.
so I see a problem, and I want to help. I want to be part of the solution, if not the solution. I want to be able to contribute to the society.
And then as you were getting started, what city do you live in?
Riyadh.
Riyadh. Were there resources or mentors, or is there? I mean, I know. So I worked for Founder Institute before, and they just opened a branch in Saudi Arabia. I think it's in Riyadh, maybe Jeddah. I'm not sure, but I know there's CALST, and so there are mandates and efforts and programs. But when you were getting started, what?
There were actually not popular resources or ecosystem. I hadn't at that time any type of mentorship or someone who's advising me about.
So how did you know what to do?
By researching.
Okay, and where does someone learn? Because obviously what we're trying to do is create this type of learning experience and this content.
Yeah.
But where did you look?
First of all, I participate in the conferences that's about entrepreneurship, any lecture, any workshop, any conference, any seminar, online, offline, Beirut, Riyadh, Dubai, wherever, Jordan, Amman, wherever there is an opportunity, I'm always there.
Okay, cool. So, so you applied to be in the Black Box program, and then what was your thought when you got picked, or how did you feel?
Actually, I thought so much excited because I felt there is an opportunity somewhere outside in Silicon Valley. The idea of just being one of the teams who are coming to participate in this program is giving me a huge satisfaction that, it seems I'm working in a huge thing. Yeah, and I'm happy to be one of the participants.
Very cool. And so, what's next? I mean, what do you have planned, and what are the next steps for you as an entrepreneur and for the company?
The next step, I have a couple of things in mind. We need to fix it internally in the company. First of all, to have a very clear goal for the next 12 to 15 months, and have a clear milestones how to achieve this goal. Are we going to raise money before we reach this goal or after this goal? I need to sit with my partners, co-founders, team, and discuss these things and come up with clear goal for the next 12 to 15 months. This is the period in mind.
How big is the team?
We're almost 10.
10 people. Okay, so you're the example of a startup that would be around here. So we do this thing on the show called Lessons Through Stories, and this is interesting because usually we try to tell the stories from the entrepreneur's perspective here. But I showed you our topics on the board. I don't know if you had a chance to take a look at, but tell us a story about an experience that you want to share with the rest of the Middle East and the entrepreneurs, and inspiring them and helping them potentially become better and have a better chance of succeeding?
First of all, it should always have a big dream, a big goal in your mind. One of the topics actually, are you going to be the next Facebook? We're not trying to replace Facebook or any other big names, but we're trying to be the biggest in our field. So when it comes to health and healthy lifestyle, yes, we are aiming to be the online destination for any Arabic users or any Arabic actually user to go there and find what he is looking for. So having a goal and a big goal is something very crucial for the startup in order to achieve and to grow. The other thing, actually, be creative. At certain point of time, we were running out of cash and we don't have enough money to sustain the business. So we come up with a completely new service in the company that is offering a service to the customers, somehow from our expertise and knowledge. And this service turned to be the revenue or the funding for the original core product, which is aishu.com.
And so, just out of curiosity, where is the cash been coming from? I mean, own money, or you have a revenue model on the site, or?
Yeah, at the beginning, of course, we financed the project, me and my partners, and then after like 15 months, we were out of money. We start offering a new service, which is a social media marketing to the customers in Saudi Arabia. We were able to generate enough revenue to sustain the business, to sustain the company, and to at least move to the next step. Nowadays, we have a business model which is based on advertisement for the website, but at the same time, we're going to launch our first paid application or ebook, and we're experimenting with different applications and different services to the users in order to start generating more money.
Wow, that's amazing. So again, our hope is to have many entrepreneurs like yourself come here, learn, experience, hopefully, whatever it is they need, whether it's mentors, advisors, investors, partners, customers, experience. That's really what we want to do, because I think overall the ecosystem in the Middle East is still very disconnected and fragmented. Right. And even, I've been all over the region. Things and people in Lebanon aren't syndicating or partnering with people in Egypt. People in the UAE don't want to do something with it. But so here it's like one big community.
Absolutely.
Everybody's transparent. Everybody talks. Everybody
wants to help.
Everybody wants to help.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's something that we really want to infuse as far as the cultural change also, because that's what makes Silicon Valley work. It's give, and either you don't get or you may get, or it doesn't really matter, because here, your relationships, your reputation, these things are very important. And so when you have an idea, you talk about it, and people say, oh, you should do this, or you can do this, or you should talk to this person. And that's really what kind of makes this thing go exponentially. And I've noticed that's not the case all the time. I don't want to say it overall, but in many cases in the Middle East, that's still not the case. So we want to, show it by example, and so we have amazing people that come and share their experience. I want to talk about one specific thing that we do at the end of the show, and it's called Old Rule. So what's your number one rule that you live by for business, or even maybe personal, like fundamentally, that drives you or motivates you?
This is a tough question.
Tough,
actually.
We like tough questions.
Okay, it's tough because it's just we always live with certain principles, with
Sure.
certain goals. It's the nature of life. My main role in life actually is being able to help and participate and contribute to the society. This is when I feel I'm motivated to do something.
Yeah.
When I start see that what I'm doing is really impacting, is really affecting people, and have positive impact on people's lives.
Very cool. So a lot of people say that I kind of feel dumb because I always say my rules are be on time and be on time because, by the way, in the Middle East, people are not very much on time, and I'm German and Iranian, so the German of me likes to be on time, and I like it when people are on time, but it's very important, and that's one thing we want to teach entrepreneurs in the Middle East. Be
on time.
Yes. Anyway, Rafa, I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to try to make it to the demo day tomorrow. Would love to actually see your presentation and
Thank you.
maybe give some thoughts or feedback or offer some help with your efforts as well. And then, you mentioned that you might be back in the Middle East. So we're launching this in Beirut at the ArabNet conference, who we've partnered with. And so maybe we'll run into each other in the Middle East.
Sure,
and,
I would love to.
Inshallah, we will see you succeed, and we would
Thank
love
you.
to. We'd love to somehow help you with your efforts. With that, again, want to thank you. Thank you to our audience. Hope you enjoyed this. This is our first actual Middle Eastern entrepreneur on the show, talking about her experience. So we want to bring a bunch of you here to also be on the show eventually and tell your story of coming here. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Peace.